Hey everybody. These are really unprecedented times we're in right now. Uh, I haven't seen anything like this in my lifetime. I mean, the closest I've seen was, 1969, 70, 71, 72. I was about maybe 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. And the civil unrest of the late 60s, the Vietnam War era, the protests, all the hippies that were out in the streets, and that was just a different time because there were protests and yes, there was some violence, but nothing like what I've seen today. This is a whole different level, what we're seeing today. And, the hippie era, I was too young to be a hippie, but I remember that era and I knew some kids in high school that were older that were more of the hippie generation than I was. And they were more about make love, not war, you know, that sort of saying, and flower power. Uh, there was a bit of violence, but it was nothing like what we're seeing today. And I don't know, all of this rioting and protesting and the Antifa violence and the Black Lives Matter movement just seems to me like it's all planned out. Like, this has all been thought out and planned out well beforehand. You know, people in black show up in Portland, and they'll show up the next day in Denver, and then they'll show up the next day in Kenosha, and then they'll show up the next day and, wherever. And it all seems just way too planned out to me, like this has been well thought out way ahead of time. So these are really unprecedented times, and I just hope everybody that loves this country better get out and vote in November and vote for pro America candidates, pro life candidates, especially if you're a Christian, pro life candidates, pro America, and not, pro violence, pro rioting, which they're calling peaceful protests, which is frankly a lie. It's not peaceful. There's nothing peaceful about these protests. And I don't think it's about George Floyd, and it hasn't been for 3 months now. Might have been initially, but it isn't anymore. This is just flat out violence uh, for violence sake, anarchy for anarchy's sake, chaos for chaos's sake. And, you know, us Christians need to get out and we need to vote and pray hard, that peace will return to our nation, that these differences will somehow be solved in a peaceful manner, not in a, riotous, violent manner that seems to be swelling right now, not getting better, but getting worse. And frankly, I think there's elements behind all of this that want it to get worse, that want it to turn into chaos. And, as I've heard some left wingers I've debated with online, they want to burn it all down. And I think that's what they're attempting. Anyway, um, I just wanted to say something before I did my most recent anthem. I've done a few anthems for the Denver Nuggets and some other people and different places, but most notably for the Denver Nuggets back in 2005 and six, when everybody was still standing for the anthem, which was a much better time, frankly.